You are now watching an End Media production.
This is ROW. Welcome to Rant of Whatever. I'm your host, Kevin Yarrow, and on today's episode, I have with me Keith Perry, and we're going to be talking about lots of shit.
What's up, everybody?
So, I have some notes. I was hoping Dominic would be here for this. He might still be, so I'm going to start with something that I don't have written down that I know that we can. Anyways, last night I went to go see The Pope's Exorcist. And I'm not going to give away the plot. I'm not at all. But I want to say that I think this is Russell Crowe's best movie since The Gladiator.
Oh, dude, I was going to say, The Gladiator is my favorite Russell Crowe, so hey, yeah, that sounds awesome then.
The Gladiator was a fantastic movie. But, and I'm not saying he hasn't done a good movie since. He's done wonderful movies since.
Yeah.
Beautiful
Mind.
He was in Master and Commander, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good movie. But Pope's Exorcist? There are good Exorcist movies, like The Exorcist. Like The Rite with Anthony Hopkins when he's puking nails and shit.
One.
Great. I saw that in theaters too. And now there's The Pope's Exorcist. Oh my G. And the week before I saw Evil Dead Rise. And you were saying, Keith, you were saying to me that's going to be the best movie of the year.
That's what I think, yeah. I haven't seen it yet, so I mean, I'm not saying it is the best movie because I haven't seen it, but that's my expectation. I just have that weird feeling. That's fair.
That's a very great assumption to make, actually, because Evil Dead Rise was just so fucking good. And then I thought for myself that The Pope's Exorcist was going to be good, but not as good as Evil Dead Rise. And I'm not going to go as far as saying The Pope's Exorcist is better than Evil Dead Rise, but I personally think as a horror fan that it's just as good as Evil Dead Rise. There are two very good fucking horror movies in theaters right now if anyone wanted to do a double feature one night of some spooky movies. Fuck, that's the way to go.
That's awesome. I definitely want to see Evil Dead Rise next with Peter, whatever day Peter wants to go see a movie again, because that looks so phenomenal to me. And I want to catch The Pope's Exorcist in theater after that. That'll be my next one to go see after that.
I don't think it's going to be in theaters much longer, but if it does happen to be in the theaters the same night, try to catch a double feature, bro. Try and set it up so you can go to both, because one's an hour and a half and the other's an hour 45. That's actually not that bad.
Not that long. I've seen longer movies as one movie. So.
Yeah, I think The Hateful Eight was longer than that in theaters, and that was a great movie.
The longest movie I ever saw in theater was Midsummer Director's Cut, and that was 3 hours and 42 minutes.
Actually, they added a lot in the Director's Cut, eh?
Yeah, it's like they added an extra, I don't know what it was. It's something crazy, an extra 28 minutes or something. But, and it's great, too, because most of it's before they go on the trip while they're still in, at college in the States. So it explains much more, the backstory of them planning the trip and, getting Danny going with them, even though they don't want Danny to go. And yeah, it was really good. I really liked how they added all that shit in. They should have kept, obviously it was just long as fuck. That's why they cut it out. But
yeah.
But that being said, it did not feel like a long movie at all. Titanic was super fucking long. And like you said, Hateful Eight was pretty long. And that's a great movie too. But they felt like long movies.
Yeah.
Where this felt like a fucking 2.5 hour movie, dude. It was insane. I didn't feel like it barely added any, even though it was almost a half hour longer. It felt like it's almost the same, rewatching it in the theater for a second time was still great. I don't know. I love that movie.
I'm gonna, not tonight, obviously, but maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna try to download that and watch the director's cut, because that's...
Director's cut? Yeah.
I love it when I hear that a new cut of a movie's out and it's got, a half an hour. Sometimes, I think, Blade Runner had an extra hour in it or something. I love it when they do that shit. Or when they put all the Godfathers together on Netflix and it was 7.5 hours long. I finished it that
Yeah.
one day. That was a good day.
Nice.
And then next, last night, like before The Evil Dead, there was a trailer for a movie called Talk to Me. That movie looks so good. I can't. It's just like the concept of it is sort of like a generic, like sort of ghost haunter movie, but like it just looks so good. I don't know. It made me just love horror that much more seeing that trailer. But then last night there was a trailer for The Boogeyman. That movie looks fucking good, yo.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. There's so many good good horror movies already, and it's only the spring. So I'm honestly excited to see what's gonna come out in the fall, because that's when like normally some good horror movies are gonna drop. But
Yeah, you're right. They always usually drop around October because like spooky
for
season.
Halloween, right?
This
Yeah,
is just
so
a great year for horror. And like Talk to Me and The Boogeyman both come out in the first, I think on the same day, actually. I think on June 2nd. Let's look that up quickly.
damn.
Yeah, The Boogeyman looked good.
Yeah, I agree. I've seen that trailer twice now, and it looks
June
really
2nd.
good. Honestly, Scream 6, didn't that come out earlier this year? And that was pretty good too.
Wait, Ghostface in New York?
Yeah.
That's out?
Yeah, me and Peter saw it. It's been out. It came out in like March, I think.
I didn't even. How did wait, oh, it came out. Yeah, well, there was a lot going on in March for me, so fuck it. That blew right past me.
Yeah, but it was pretty good, man. And it's actually got good reviews too, is what I've heard. Like critic reviews. They liked it. Yeah, I think that was like the first decent horror movie of the
It
year
looks
that I've
like
seen.
Talk to Me comes out July 28th. Or
Oh, Midsummer.
yeah. Well, that's actually good because then there's a new horror movie every month. And like how many movies can you really go to in a month? Like one a week, realistically. If
Yeah, exactly.
That's like maximum. And you don't want to always go to horror movies. Sometimes you want to go to just a violent action movie. Sometimes you want to go see a comedy, you know?
Comedy. Yep.
Like The Machine is
there's another
coming out
two.
soon.
The Machine.
You know Bert Kreischer, the comedian?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's the Machine! And he's released this movie about that story. But like it all takes place years later after he's already old. And Mark Hamill plays his dad in that movie. It looks really good. Looks really good.
Damn, I didn't even heard about that.
Yeah, he's like at his daughter's birthday party in the trailer, and Mark Hamill is there, and he's like, "That story's all made up." He's like, "Dad, no, it isn't. It's totally real. I partied with the Russian gangsters." And then this random woman shows up, and she's like, "You stole something from my boss 23 years ago," and like kidnaps them and takes them to Russia. It looks funny.
Dude, that sounds pretty nuts.
Oh fuck, man. I'm just getting over this cold, and like it's all like nasal cavities in my throat, but it wasn't COVID. It's just a cold. It sucked.
Yeah, I had a cold too, actually. Basically, I don't know. maybe a week or 2 weeks ago I finally got over it, but same thing. It's like I still don't feel like super great all the time.
Oh man.
Especially in the
And,
mornings. I'm always extra stuffy and shit from allergies in the morning time.
It's bad for me all day still, and like it's just like the end of it, but there's still so much coming out of me, it's gross. And it kind of hurts to smoke my throat still, but I never stop.
Yeah. I know that.
Artificial terps, I can smell them. Yeah, on 420 downtown, pouring fucking rain. I mean, like, it's rained some hard on some 420s before, but my fuck was it ever raining hard this year. They decided to get a bunch of the Stomp Down Killers to come on stage to do a free show. They're a local rap group, but they're like internationally famous, like Mercules. Like, I'm sure you've heard of Mercules. He's like the head guy. And he had a bunch of the lower guys like Golden and Prada West, who I've actually met Prada West personally. He's dope.
Oh, hell yeah. That name actually sounds familiar to me too.
And he's on stage. He does a few songs, and it's pouring rain. And then 420 hits, and everyone lights up. And then I was like, man, I think I'm just going to go. And then Mercules goes, nobody better go anywhere. And then brings Afro Man on stage, like the real Afro Man. He had his chalice and everything.
What?
That I saw him do 3 songs, and I think I saw him drink 2 full tall boys. He's like way bigger in real life than he looks in the videos. Real bigger.
That's crazy. Because he always, for some reason, appeared to be. I always thought of him as being a pretty big dude. As it is, but yeah.
He's like.
In person, I'm sure he looks massive.
He's like a fucking football player.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
he's
giant.
Super wide and like looks like he's hard to knock down, kind of. Except he was probably pretty drunk, so you could probably just push him down. It was a good time though. I still left before it ended, but I had to. It was so cold. I was so cold. And I had eaten over 1,000 milligrams, and I had that, you know, you eating too many edibles and you got that, it's like everything is heavy. I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, man, I crash when I eat like tons of edibles. And eventually, I just pass out.
Yeah, I came home. I was gonna drink a coffee, and I had this caffeine supplement, and I was gonna stay up all night, and I was gonna be like, "Oh, it's gonna be great now. I'm gonna be high as fuck on caffeine, listening to music." And I got home, and I drank a glass of water, and I lied on the couch, and then just snap of my fingers, and it was 8 o'clock the next morning.
Yep.
And I must have slept like 12 fucking hours. maybe longer. Thinking about it, I must have got here about 6.
Damn.
Maybe like 13 hours, almost 13 and a half hours almost.
That's pretty crazy. I've done that though too, where I've slept that long, like over 12 hours. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I must have been exhausted because I didn't wake up at all. You know what I mean? Same thing. It's like, just wake up once and you're like, holy shit, it's been that long? Okay then.
I hadn't been sleeping well, so I guess I needed it. So 13 hours is
Yeah,
a
that's
little
all.
long.
Whenever that happens to me too, I'm like, well, yeah, no, I know I haven't been sleeping that much earlier, so my body needed to recharge.
I gotta tell you though, I think I've mentioned it to you. I've mentioned it to lots of people over the last like year and a half. How I want to do a video where I eat like an exuberant amount of THC, like 1,000 milligrams, 2,000, maybe even 5,000. I was thinking at one point.
Holy shit!
Now that I've done it, I know for a fact it would make a boring video.
Yeah.
Like the 10,000 calorie challenge, that would make a cool video because you could go film going to Pizza Hut and film going to like Wendy's, film like 4 mukbangs in one day and get there to 10,000. But the edibles, man, I would just be eating some candy and going to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, get high for a little bit and then just crash out.
Oh man, am I editing this like better than other ones? I'm not sure, but if you're watching on YouTube right now, then editor Kevin, put what should I put behind me? Put Antarctica behind me. And if it didn't happen, that means I didn't edit it. We'll see.
Oh, now we'll know.
I'm definitely not gonna edit anything in. What the fuck? Smoking all the synthetic terp roaches and they're just fucking me up.
Synthetic?
Yeah, there's this company called General Admissions, and they make synthetic terps to put in their joints. They have one that tastes like peach rings, like fuzzy peaches.
Yeah.
And it gets you it's like a sativa and it makes you so high. Oh my god. They have this one called Tiger's Blood, and I personally think it tastes like red Flintstones vitamins, and I hate it. But are you ever stoned off of it?
I love red Flintstones.
I don't mind like eating them, but smoking it is a little like takes me back. I'm always like, what the fuck? They do like a Maui Wowie. It's like a citrusy kind of not like peach, but more like pineapple grapefruit kind of sort of. It's really nice, actually.
Sounds good.
But like, is it okay to smoke a synthetic terp though?
Yeah, that's where you don't know. Nobody knows. It's like vaping all the oil and stuff. I feel like that can't be that great for you either. Having oil, heating it up so it evaporates, and you smoke it, and then it's just going to re-solidify as oil.
Is it oil though?
Lungs. Like THC oil, they like compress it into like this thick ass, sticky, oily shit.
Oh,
and then mix it with other stuff to vaporize it.
It's like glycerin, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, and they use coconut butter and coconut oil, MCT oil, and shit like that, and they mix that with it so you can vape it.
Gross. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Weed
dude.
carts, eh?
Yeah, can't be good for you. I mean, I worked at a weed cart company. And I'm like, I always feel like that plus the pneumonia that I got when I was working there is what fucked up my lungs.
Yeah, definitely. So you think smoking the you think vaping the oil is vaporizing it and then turning it back into the oil in your lungs?
I feel like not fully, but a little bit, like that sticky consistency kind of re-solidifies back in your lungs with the resin.
I mean, isn't that what weed does though? Like,
well, yeah, exactly. When you burn it, all the smoke comes and the resin sticks to your lungs and shit. So neither one of them are very good for you in that regard. For your lungs, they're not good for your lungs.
Yeah, that's the thing. Smoking weed's fine, except the actual combustion of carcinogens going down your throat and into your lungs. That's the only part that's bad. Yeah. Well, right. And like, psychosis for certain people and heavy users and there's all sorts of problems that weed causes in different people. Not everyone, and not even a majority of people, but let's not fucking be foolish. It's not
True
100% the best thing to be smoking. Eating it is different. As we smoke.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Oh, absolutely. Still better than cigarettes. I mean, fuck.
Well, I will say, using it as in a medicinal way, it is. I feel like it's much better than taking all the different fucking crazy pills that they've tried to prescribe me, where I have all sorts of side effects, where I start having blurred vision. I can't read my phone, or I can't sleep good. I feel like I need to throw up, but I can't throw up. I've had that experience, which was fucking gnarly.
Really, from psychotropics, eh? It's fucked.
Yeah, dude, and it's from like I think the antipsychotic Geodon was the worst thing I ever had. Like that one gave me all these crazy all those side effects I just mentioned were from that fucking pill, I'm pretty sure. Or at least the combination of that with the other pills they were giving me, I don't know, but I know when I stopped taking that Geodon, it was a lot better. But I've had other ones where it's like I forget to do regular things like flush the toilet. Like I'll literally take a dump and then like not flush the toilet, and that's like, what? And my roommate at the time was getting all pissed off. He's like, dude, what the fuck? That's disgusting. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, I always flush the toilet when I'm done. Like, I don't know why I wouldn't be doing that. But it's like stuff like that where it's like, I don't even have recollection of that. Like, that's like a natural habit thing that you do. And it was like something that I was just totally ignoring and like wouldn't even remember not doing it.
It's so crazy, man. They make these pills to help us, and then it just makes us forget, and then people just know us as the guy who doesn't flush our shit. Like, it just ruins people's lives. Like,
I mean, yeah, literally, when I was on a bunch of different meds, like, I feel like I lost a lot of friends because I was acting really fucking weird and saying weird shit. And I don't even think it was like the bipolar was the problem. I feel like the meds made shit worse. Like you said, it was like worse than dealing with my regular fucking mood swings.
I've said it on this show many times. I've said it on the Earth Suckle. I've said it on YouTube. I even fucking left a long voicemail on Surreal Talk one time about it. How
Yeah, I'm
the
sure
depression
I heard it.
and the anxiety were fucking my life up, but nothing fucked me as hard as taking medication. That's when I got fucking suicidal. I tried to kill myself. All of my health problems increased 100-fold immediately after taking pills. I was getting fat. I was getting skinny. I couldn't eat. I could eat too much. I can't sleep. Can't get my fucking dick hard. I can't take a piss. I mean, there's so many weird fucking problems. It's terrible. It was terrible. And now that I've been off of those pills for many years, those problems have never gone fully away. Like, I still deal with a lot of them. Not a Nazi thing, like giving up thing.
Yeah, some of them went away for me. Like you said, like I could get my dick hard pretty. That was still never a problem. But then I couldn't orgasm. That was like impossible. And then for a long time, it lasted for like, it would linger for years afterwards. Where like when I first started dating Veronica, it was like a merit. It was like super hard, and if I did come, it was like, oh fuck yeah, finally. But it's crazy. And it's because of those damn pills. But then like literally like a year, probably about a year after of like dating Veronica, then it's like it went away, and then it was like back to normal, where it's like, oh god, now I can't last. 2 minutes. Oh god.
I mean, when I was on the pills, I couldn't get my dick hard, and then when I could get my dick hard, I was like, they gave me more milligrams of Effexor, and then I couldn't come, and it was like mentally fucking me up because I was fucking a lot that summer. I don't know, I just was, and like it just wasn't fucking working, and it was a lot of like going to meet a girl and then you can't fucking get your dick hard in front of her, and it's like, well, that's embarrassing. And it happened more than once. Let me just tell you that. They're all, some of them are really nice about it, but there was the one who was a bitch. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. But fuck psychotropics and fuck antipsychotics. That was the worst one. What was it called? They're right here. I think they're right here. I shouldn't have them anymore, but I do think they're right here.
I know I still have some of my old builds. I think so too. Maybe I got rid when I moved. I think I saved some lithium because that one was the one that worked good for me, and that's just a mood stabilizer. So I figured if I ever need anything, at least I back up old ass lithium pills.
Maybe
Like batteries, they never go bad.
Questionable, but I don't know about the pills. I'm talking about the batteries.
Ooh, it's one of those potato whistles, or what do they call those?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I opened up.
I was gonna say you
wire
can tell I'm not frozen because the lights are blinking.
Wait, I learned the good, the bad, and the ugly on the ocarina during.
Yeah.
I'm way too high to do this shit. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't be doing this right now. I just found it and like my ADD went off.
I love it. I love it. Random as fuck, just like the show's supposed to be. Rant of whatever. We're talking about random nonsense tonight. Hope you enjoy us talking about our, what do they call it? Erectile dysfunctions and things like that. Oh, it's a cat. It's a big fuzzy pussy. I don't know if you're talking, but I cannot hear you, I don't think. Still no noise to be heard. Unless I did something wrong. No, my speaker's on.
There we go.
There we go.
I need better cord management. I know you're unaware of who this man is, but his name is Steven Crowder. He's a right-wing conservative commentator on YouTube. He
Oh no. I think I lost your audio again. I only heard that he's a right-wing something on YouTube.
There we go.
And then I think I missed a punchline. It looked like you were laughing, but I didn't hear what you were saying.
No, I saw that it cut out again and I yelled fuck.
Oh.
So, conservative political commentator.
Yes, there it is.
He's just known for spewing hatred. He's a terrible, terrible man. But Steven Crowder is a bisexual. He's admitted it many times. Now, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong. It's fine to be bisexual, but it is like wrong how big of a homophobe he is.
Whoa. Oh man, I think I lost the audio again. I assume if I lose the audio, then so does the recording. Am I, is that correct? Or would it still be recording even if I can't hear it? I still cannot hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes, now I can hear you. I had to get close and then I could hear you, so it worked. For the visual watchers.
It's fine to be bisexual. I'm just trying to jump right back in. It's fine to be.
There you go, yes. I don't know, man. It was working so good for so long, and I don't know what's happening right now. But as soon it'll work for a second, and then it immediately stops again. Technical difficulties, everybody. If you can hear this message, please do not adjust your volume. There is something going on with the cords at Kevin's house. Is it a conspiracy? By Tucker Carlson. Very possible. That guy is a douche canoe. I don't know much about him, but I do know that. And this other guy, I know nothing about him, but he's also a douche canoe, and that's why he's on this episode. Kevin's holding up a sign right now that says, "Fuck Tucker." And I agree. And Tuck fucker. Kevin's throwing up his arms in confusion and dismay, trying to adjust his microphone. Let's do a song rip while he attempts to solve the dilemma. Ooh, that's how you know I sucked it through. You could hear it. Time to reload. Excuse me while I clear my throat. As I've previously mentioned, my throat is still a little raspy from being sick a little while ago, so I know what Kevin means by smoking hurting your throat. Ah, there's a fucking bug on my face. God damn it. Fuck, I don't know if you guys... Blah. Feels like it's in my beard. But I saw it fly away.
You can hear me now, but it's all shitty, isn't it?
Well, it's better than not being able to hear you, I can say that much. But... Well, are you using your headphone microphone or something? I mean, it didn't sound that bad, to be honest.
What happened?
Oh. Well, that sounded weird.
Does that sound better
Sounds like there's construction workers.
right now?
Oh, no. Now it sounds better. 10 seconds ago it did. But yeah, it sounds better now. Indeed.
But it doesn't sound good, though, does it?
That is also correct. It doesn't sound that great.
Oh my goodness. How did this all go so wrong?
What's going on? Your other microphone, the cord is fucking up?
I don't know what happened to it. There, does that sound better?
Honestly, somehow that sounded worse.
Okay, I'll switch back.
All right, here, talk. Give me a test. I can't even hear you at all now. What the fuck? Oh man, I'm getting pretty high too, so this is funny. I'm sure it's frustrating for you, and I apologize.
I'm so defeated.
It is kind of funny.
So now I'm running out of the microphones that's just in the fucking computer. And the fan is going, so it probably doesn't sound very good. Fuck!
This one doesn't sound that bad. I don't know what you did a little bit ago, but that did not make it any better. I can hear you.
But it's
clearly.
ironic. It's ironic because Steven Crowder is also a homophobe, and quite a massive one. I don't understand how a bisexual man has garnered such a huge right-wing following, but it's because of this homophobic ways that he is. The homophobia. Fuck, my English is bad. What I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by my microphone connections is, do you know that meme of the dude sitting at the table and it says "change my mind," whatever, change my mind?
Yes.
You've seen those memes? That's Steven Crowder.
Oh yeah.
That picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, it's him.
Because I never knew who the fuck that dude was in that meme, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So
him.
there's a lot of memes where I don't know who the fuck the people are.
Oh, good thing I wrote all this down. And now, I'm getting a phone call. Potential fraud. Do you want to do this on air?
Yes, do it.
Hello?
Hello, this is a call from Canadian National Public Research, conducting a short 1-minute poll in your area today on behalf of Public Research Academy about federal politics. This is important research to gauge public opinion and to have your opinion heard. Our contact is bulleted at nationalpublicresearchcanada.com.
They just want us to do some research.
I'm not doing a government poll. Boy, this episode has gone off of the fucking rails today. What the fuck?
I like it, actually. This is a pretty fun.
Steven Crowder,
the episode.
who has spent a huge chunk of his career talking shit about people who get divorces. I mean, he just thinks that women should be trapped in these fucking marriages, you know? Like, so he talks constant shit about people that get a divorce. And the other day, he just announced that his wife has divorced him. And the video that he released was sad because he keeps going on. He keeps reiterating the fact that California is a one-party divorce state. Like, you don't need, like, the woman could just be like, I want out of the marriage, and it'll happen. You know, you don't need
Yeah.
you don't need the man to say like, oh, it's over. How the last state to get rid of that law was New York in 2010. 2010. That means in 2009 there were marriages that women could not get out of in New York. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy. I did not know that. Crazy.
He's in Texas, and Texas is one of the states that has. Every state has a law that says that women can just be like, "I'm out," and it's over, which is the way it should be.
Yeah.
And now it's happened to him, which is it's just the irony keeps stacking up with this fucking guy. And
Yes.
one of the things that I noticed is that reading all the comments on this latest video where he announced a divorce and all that, a lot of Republicans get divorced. Yeah. And I'm not saying there aren't a lot on the other side who don't get divorced. I'm sure there are, but it seems to me like a huge chunk like of people on that side sort of get divorced. Like they're all so intolerable to be around. Nobody wants to be fucking married. That's all I had to say. Just fuck Steven Crowder. I just wanted to say that just to talk shit about him.
Yeah, fuck
That's
him.
all.
I don't give a shit about changing his mind. I'm not trying to. I don't give a shit what you think at your table.
This thing's telling me to switch back to him.
Oh, is it better?
Yo, that is better.
Yo!
R.
Try not to
B to the
record.
R, B to the R, B, E, T, E, R, better, better, better. Did you just blow it up or something? That sounded crazy. Beat, beat, box, beat, box. Walk your
No, I
socks.
can't.
The beat, box. I heard you first.
What is going on?
For a second. What? Now I hear you again. Oh yeah, what's going on? I don't know. Do you? Nobody has a motherfucking clue. That is true. I'm telling you. I'm searching for the problem like Scooby-Doo. Where's the ghost? Pull the mask off. Who could it be? Is it my fucking friend KMP?
Okay.
Oh wait, that's me. Haha, I'm fucking stoned, you see.
Okay, it's all working again. It's a
Oh,
it's a
nice.
very fragile system that I.
Nope, you lost it again, dude. I can't hear you again. This is crazy. Hey. Snap, crackle, pop.
Hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We've been going for about 54 minutes minus 11 at the beginning. Let's just end it before this keeps happening.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, this is truly a rant of whatever. I can say that much. Many random topics were discussed. And Kevin's microphone stopped working for a good quarter of the end of it. So
You can hear me again?
yes.
Okay. Thank you all for watching. You can email me at kevinyarrow@gmail.com. You can email nmedia and mediamail@gmail.com and check out Keith Perry on YouTube at Soapworthy Productions. Thank you all for listening.
Oh, yeah. And that's the show.
That's the show. Peace out, dog.
Peace out, man.
End Media Production.